Last year was not David Dobrik's year. He was called out for a number of things, but one in particular seemed to be the fact that he cared more about getting crazy footage for his vlogs than he did for the people in his vlogs. He's known for his iconic vlog squad, this massive friend group who grew to fame because of David, and having been featured in his videos. Most of them started their own channels or podcasts and continue to be a part of his vlogs and have their own individual careers as well. A lot of them definitely owe their careers to David, and that's why a lot of them stay super loyal to him, even when he's getting called out for things such as what happened last year. There's been a lot of members viewers have seen come and go, and it's honestly been a while since a member of the vlog squad left, at least until now. A lot of people thought they'd all leave his side last year, as it seemed his career would never be the same and they'd want to protect their own. But shockingly enough, David returned from his scandal and has been posting content like normal, friends by his side. He even got a deal with the Discovery Channel and has his own show along with the vlog squad members, and he's doing brand deals again. Now, before we get into who actually left the vlog squad, I want to let you guys know that today's video is sponsored by Scentbird. I've been using Scentbird for so long now, especially when I'm traveling. It is a fragrance subscription service that gives you the opportunity to receive scents from over 600 brands in just a few clicks. It is a flexible subscription, so you can skip any month without penalties. This is the best way to try new fragrances for both men and women, and you can try them for just $16 a month. Scentbird carries top designer brands like Prada, Gucci, Versace, as well as indie labels. They have a massive selection, so you will definitely find something that you love. With each fragrance, you'll get a 30-day supply, so you can try out fragrances before having to commit to a full-size bottle, and you can even upgrade to receive 2 or 3 products a month. This month I received Blush by Kenneth Cole, Stem by Melanin Getz, and Marc Jacobs Daisy Love, which is one of my favorites. Like I said, this is not a regular old sample size bottle. This is going to last you an entire month. If you're not sure which fragrance you want to go with, you can take a simple quiz on their website and they will fit you with the best fragrance for your preferences. All fragrances Scentbird offers are 100% authentic. They work directly with brands. Bottles of perfume can be super expensive, from $100 to $500 or even more. It is ridiculous, but with Scentbird, you can get a luxury fragrance for just $7 by using my code SPILLSESH55 for 55% off. It's just $7 for your first month, and Scentbird is available in the US and in Canada. So thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back to the video. So back to who left the vlog squad. After people felt he should have left a long time ago, Jeff Wittek has been seen going off on David Dobrik this week, unfollowing him and calling him out for not being there for him at all. He's extremely disappointed and he isn't afraid to talk about it now. If you guys don't know, last year, following David getting called out, it became known that during the pandemic, while he was taking a break from vlogging, he was working on a big comeback video. This was going to be a crazy, epic video with dangerous stunts and all. The entire vlog squad flew out to Utah, where they went to this lake with an excavator. Yes, an excavator in the water. Members of the vlog squad took turns swinging from the end of it while David controlled it and filmed it for his video. When it was Jeff's turn, he swung him too fast and the excavator stopped, and he slammed his face into it and fell into the water, damaging his face and specifically his eye. Jeff came out with a multi-part docuseries last year to finally open up and talk about what happened, because he hid the accident for a long time. He opened up about being insecure with the way that his face looked and also admitted to having undergone multiple surgeries. He admitted in his docuseries that him and David hadn't really spoken, but he didn't hate David or say anything bad about him.
I feel weird because we haven't talked in the past month.
Right.
But when I look in the mirror, it's just a constant reminder, always. There's moments where I convince myself that you did it on purpose.
I want to be clear, like, obviously I didn't do it on purpose. The last thing I wanted was to on somebody in the water.
Either way, it was like a lose-lose.
It was an accident, and it's one of the worst kinds of accidents.
He's a kid still in my eyes, and he has a long way to go, but he has proved to me that he genuinely wants to do the right thing.
Actually, Jeff's such a tough guy, so you don't know if, like, you have to be there to baby him or if that pisses him off. I didn't know how to navigate that properly, how to like reach out to him in a way that doesn't make him feel like I'm reaching out just to check on him because he's injured. It's not something that you can just sit down with a person once and be like, okay, cool, it's over. All I want to do is figure out ways to help, but I don't want to make it worse.
And this was extremely clear that him and David didn't seem to be on bad terms, because when Jeff went on Frenemies to discuss David's scandal, he was straight up just defending him the whole entire time and wasn't even afraid to make himself look bad in order to defend David. A lot of people were wondering how Jeff could have been so forgiving even though David did this to him and he's left with this lifelong injury. But in his docuseries, he said that he just wanted to forgive and forget so that he could move on with his life without feeling anger. But it seems times have changed and feelings have shifted after Jeff had another surgery last week, which is apparently his 9th surgery. I saw Todd post about it on Twitter saying, "He's out of surgery, don't worry, I had a steady hand, but seriously, heal quick so we can hike and you can punch me in the face." And Jeff later on in the week did a live stream where he had no problem opening up about David Dobrik, saying he was a fake friend and also the fact that he hadn't heard from David since his surgery or even before then. He said so much in this live stream, including that if he knew that there were going to be so many surgeries he was going to have to undergo, that he would have gotten David for this. And Ethan Klein posted a video reacting to it, so this is where this footage is from. That's why Ethan is in the corner of these videos.
Has David messaged you to see if you're okay?
Nope, not a text or nothing. Not surprised, you know? It is what it is, but I'm done being fake friends with that mom. I mean, it is what it is. You know, that's how he is. And I tried enough to protect his image and, you know, now I just don't give a unfollow them on Instagram. Mostly because this sucks and I don't want to see it, but he can't send the text to be like, "Hey, I know your surgery was like 30%, maybe you'll lose your eye or not," but nothing. You know, he promoted his vlog.
In Ethan's video, he even sympathized with Jeff because of the fact that Jeff defended him for everything. And it's just so hard to see how David doesn't really care about Jeff, or Jeff is saying that David isn't even there for him during these surgeries, something that David caused him. And he is not there for him, not checking in on him. Yet Jeff was so quick to defend David throughout all the times he was getting called out for being a bad person.
I genuinely feel bad for him because he's like loyal to a fault to David. And David doesn't give a shit about him. And he finally realized that he was used, he was almost killed, and the guy, he can't even check up on him. He has lifelong injuries. And it's like, dude, he's just such a piece of shit. David Dobrik.
Jeff could have come out and said, "David put me in danger. David did this to me. My eye is damaged forever." He was literally being blackmailed. That's why he decided to make a docuseries so that he could tell the story before somebody could tell it for him. He protected David even though David had done something so damaging to him in his life. And Ethan is basically saying that he feels bad for Jeff because of that. He also did mention in his live that he didn't want to lose any friends by not being around David anymore, because a lot of people who left the vlog squad in the past don't talk to anybody that is currently in the vlog squad. To which a lot of people have been saying if they don't talk to Jeff anymore because he isn't cool with David, then they just aren't good people. If they can't understand where he's coming from, that is truly just sad.
David's going to be trending on Twitter tonight. Who gives a Not. His clout's over. He's done. It's washed up. Nobody cares.
Oh, wow. Okay.
About him anymore. But honestly, I do feel bad that, like, you know, I have so many other friends that are in between us that I don't want to lose. So take it easy, you know?
Now, later on his Instagram story, he called out David once again and also took a jab at Ethan, which I assume this is because of Ethan's video titled "Jeff Wittek Cancels David Dobrik."
All right, I just realized that story was a little too wholesome for me, but I'm just excited that I could see. I was worried that, you know, having it stitched up for a week that it wasn't going to work, and it's still a little up, but, you know, give it a week to heal. It'll be all back to normal, but, you know, next week, H3's still going to be fat as and David's still going to be ugly and bald, so I'm chilling, baby. This is nothing. You think this is bad?
And on his Instagram story, he also posted this photo of David and said, "David just can't make the right decisions in life, SMH. It's not that hard, bro." So I'm not sure if Jeff is going to come out with a video on his channel kind of explaining more in depth about what's going on. It sounded like he might. I don't know if David's going to come out. Probably not. David tends to ignore literally everything that is about him getting held accountable, but I definitely want to know what you guys think about this entire situation. It definitely is just so sad to see. This is a really hard situation for Jeff, no matter how you want to feel about him. The H3 crew was kind of speculating maybe what was going on, because in the beginning David was paying for Jeff's medical expenses, and who really knows if that's still happening. I mean, this is the 9th surgery apparently, and I don't know if he's still paying for it, but everybody thinks he should. And also, they were wondering if he could still sue David for what happened to him.
To be paying for all of his medical stuff? Wasn't that like part of the... redemption.
What I
arc.
heard,
I wonder if
he's still paying for the 9th surgery. He better be.
yeah, and then I wonder if that's what's driving the wedge.
I wonder if it's too late for him to sue him. If there is there, I don't think there's a statute of limitation on civil lawsuits, is there?
No, and I mean, I doubt it would be past that. I mean, that only happened like a year and a half ago, right?
He should sue him still, man.
2 years ago, maybe?
Bro, that's like such an easy win lawsuit.
So that's the situation. That's what's going on. I will update you guys if anything else happens further, but I love you guys so much. Also, thank you once again to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. Check out the link in the description and use my code SPILLSESH55 for 55% off. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.